Therefore, upon conviction, you would receive enhanced sentencing. This is now a felony punishable by up to 5 years.
I don't understand what you're saying.
A $5,000
I don't
fine
understand what you're saying.
Why do you understand?
I don't
exactly
understand what you're saying.
If the assault
I don't understand what you're saying.
Which it was
I
not.
don't understand.
One. So, Dobashevsky, you're before the court on a felony complaint. That felony complaint alleges that on or about March 9th of 2026, at the location of 27 in Ypsilanti Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, count 1 alleges that you did commit the offense of unlawful imprisonment regarding a Jennifer Larma. You understand the nature of that charge? I'm not asking you whether or not you did it.
Yes.
Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's a felony punishable by up to 15 years incarceration, a $20,000 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Count 2 is the offense of domestic violence or knowingly assaulting a pregnant individual, third or subsequent offense.
Did you say pregnant individual?
Said domestic violence and or knowingly assaulting a pregnant individual.
Your Honor, I have a clogged ear. I need to ask them to turn the volume up, please.
Hang on, sir.
Can you turn up the volume?
It's the third offense, domestic violence. Do you understand that, sir?
No, sir, Your Honor, because my ear and I didn't hear, and I wanted to clarify before I answer that. Did you say pregnant individual?
I listed the charge. I do not have knowledge that the individual is pregnant. I'm saying, let me redo that.
Thank you.
Domestic violence, third offense. Do you understand the charge, sir?
I didn't hear the things that you said before that, Your Honor, because my ear is plugged up and they just turned the volume up. So I didn't hear the full description, Your Honor. I apologize. I'm not trying to be difficult, Your Honor.
What didn't you hear the full of?
I thought you mentioned something in there, domestic assault of someone pregnant.
The full charge is domestic violence and or knowingly assaulting a pregnant individual. That's the full charge. So it could be domestic violence or it could be that you knowingly are assaulting somebody who is pregnant. It's a third offense. Understand the nature of that charge, sir. I'm not asking you whether or not you did it. I'm not asking anything along those lines. Do you understand what you were charged with?
No, I don't, Your Honor, because I'm not sure if you said...
All right, if you don't understand what you're charged with, we'll just do a formal reading. Here we go. You ready? I'll just go through all of the counts here because it's going to be this way. The complaint, sir, alleges that on or about March 9th, 2026, at the location of 271 in Ypsilanti Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, count 1 alleges the offense of unlawful imprisonment. That specifically is indicating that you did knowingly restrain. Why did they let him go? Call the jail, tell him, put him in his cell, get a tablet in front. He's going to be arraigned today. Court calls the case. Brianna Jardine.
Ron brought up hearing.
Brianna Jardine. Jardine.
Stay behind.
Oh,
Hi.
Hi. You going to get up and walk away too?
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. All right. Good. Thank you.
Your Honor, we sent over a packet that you requested for him to travel. I believe he's trying to relocate to El Paso, Texas.
I'm going to go to community college out there. I've been getting enrolled.
Yeah, no, I recall. So what are we doing on the case?
I'm requesting an adjournment and permission to travel.
I'll adjourn the matter to April 15th, 2026 at 9 a.m. And that's into El Paso, right?
Yes.
Any objection from the people about his travel?
None, Your Honor.
Defendant may travel to El Paso, Texas.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you. Good luck to you down there.
Thank you. You as well. Have a good day.
Thank you. So we have Mr. Dobashevsky back. Mr. Dobashevsky, you got up and you walked away from me, but that's okay because I'm going to arraign you, sir, on this matter. And I'm going to indicate to you, and we'll just start over and we'll get it done, that on the date of March 9th, 2026, at the location of Ypsilanti Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Count 1 alleges that you did commit the offense of unlawful imprisonment. It specifically states that you did knowingly restrain Jennifer Lerma by means of a weapon or dangerous instrument contrary to statute. That is a felony punishable by up to 15 years incarceration and a $20,000 fine plus court costs.
No, sit down.
Count 2 alleges the offense of domestic violence and or knowingly assaulting a pregnant individual. Third or subsequent offense that alleges that on that date and at that location that you did assault and or assault and batter Jennifer Lerma, an individual with whom the defendant has or had a dating relationship contrary to statute. That would normally be a 93-day misdemeanor. However, it is further alleged that you had previously been convicted of assault and or assault and battering of your spouse, the defendant's former
I do
spouse,
not
or an
consent to
individual
my
with whom you
images
had
or my
a
intellectual
dating
property being
relationship
transmitted
or an
over
individual
artificial
with whom
intelligence.
the defendant had a child in common or resident
I'm
or
sorry,
former
sir.
resident of your household, or knowingly assaulting a pregnant individual, and that you had done that on or about
He did say
February 25th, 2010 in Macomb County Circuit Court, and as a second domestic violence second offense, and on or about January 7th, 2025 in the 14B District Court. Therefore, upon conviction, you would receive enhanced sentencing. This is now a felony punishable by up to 5 years.
I don't understand what you're
A
saying.
$5,000
I don't
fine
understand
plus
what you're
cost.
saying.
Why do you understand?
I don't
exactly
understand what you're saying.
If the assault
I don't
was committed
understand what you're
as a
saying.
confinement, which it was
I don't
not,
understand
so
what.
I will not read that. Those are the charges against, 2 charges that are against you. I will indicate, since the defendant is not being cooperative, I fully appreciate that he does understand me, that the defendant is standing mute to these charges. I will ask the public defender to step in as his counsel, and I will enter a not guilty plea. Ms. Anderson.
Thank you, Your Honor. First Assistant Public Defender Queen Anderson, moving on behalf of Mr. Drobashewski. Your Honor, unfortunately, we were unable to meet this morning. The only information I have at this point is just contact information for him and to advise the court that there's nothing else holding him in custody. We would ask for a reasonable bond pending the PCC date.
Set a probable cause conference, I should say, in this matter for March 26, 2026, 9 a.m. As to the bond regarding the people.
Thank you, Your Honor. Gabrielle Ragland on behalf of the people. The people are requesting a high financial component in this case that is due to the serious nature of the allegations, and that there are significant lethality concerns regarding both regarding the victim, and we also have concerns about returning to court. We are requesting a bond in the amount of $500,000. We are also requesting no contact with the listed victim and a GPS tether with an exclusion zone of 270.
Given the nature of the offenses as well as the defendant's conduct during arraignment, I will set the defendant's bond in an amount of a $500,000 cash or surety bond. I will order that if he posts that he would be placed on a GPS tether with the exclusion zone of the 2717 address. I would further indicate to this defendant that they are not to use or possess any alcohol, illegal drugs, including recreational marijuana. You're not to leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. You are not to purchase, possess a firearm, ammunition, or other dangerous weapon. You are not to assault, terrorize, frighten, intimidate, stalk, or molest anyone. I will further indicate that you are to have no contact whatsoever with Jennifer Lerma. And what I mean by that, you can have contact with a civil standby. You're not to attempt to have any direct or indirect contact with that individual by or through in person or by or through others, through any electronic communication, including but not limited to phone, email, texting, internet, social media, or refer to those persons should you have access to the internet. You are not to refer to them online in any form whatsoever. You are also not to go to the stated address indicated of 2717 Brooklyn Drive in Ypsilanti Township, except with a civil standby, if that is your home address. You're not to violate any criminal law. You're to personally appear for all court proceedings and other places as directed by the court. I think I got everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court does call the case People versus Robert Jovashevsky.
On behalf of the people, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Chinazi Carriac Ruly on behalf of Mr. Drobish.
Shevsky. You don't know.
I don't.
Yeah. You're a client. How come I know and you don't?
Bad with names.
Sir, keep clicking ahead.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
State your name.
Drobiszewski Robert.
Your Honor, we'd be asking for an adjournment today. We would be submitting a competency evaluation.
You're going to be requesting a forensic.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned April 9th, 2026 next. Continue.
Can we request that to be done in person, ma'am?
Say that.
Can we request that the competency exam be done in person and not over the video?
I can talk with them and see.
Would you please? Because I can't hear and it presents a big issue.
Okay.
And I don't want to be uncooperative.
Okay.
All right.
Did you want me just to order A, or did you?
I have the report.
Or you have the? Do you have the form? Because I can order it today if you
Perfect.
want.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I won't have to print it out. A forensic evaluation will be ordered. I'll set a competency hearing for June 25th, 2026, 9 a.m. We can move that date up if we get a report for then.
Okay.
Okay, we'll continue.
Your Honor, I apologize for my behavior to you, sir.
Not a problem. Take care of yourself.
Courtroom hearings can sometimes be just as revealing as a full trial, and this case was no exception. The defendant appeared before a Michigan court facing 2 serious felony charges: unlawful imprisonment and a third offense domestic violence allegation involving Jennifer Lerma. Prosecutors also alleged that the victim was pregnant, making the accusations even more serious under state law. From the start, the hearing became difficult. The defendant repeatedly interrupted the judge, claiming he couldn't clearly hear or understand the charges being read. The judge remained patient, restarting the arraignment several times and carefully explaining that the court was not deciding guilt or innocence, only making sure the defendant understood the accusations against him. Despite those efforts, the hearing was repeatedly interrupted, and at one point the defendant even walked away before returning to continue the proceedings. The prosecution argued that the allegations involved significant risks to the victim's safety. Citing the seriousness of the case and concerns that the defendant might fail to appear in court, prosecutors requested a $500,000 cash bond, a strict no-contact order, and GPS monitoring if bond were posted. The defense, represented by a public defender, requested a more reasonable bond but explained they had very little opportunity to speak with the defendant before the hearing. Later, defense counsel also requested a competency evaluation, suggesting there were concerns about whether the defendant was able to fully understand and participate in the legal process. The judge approved that request and scheduled a future hearing after the evaluation. After considering both sides, the judge imposed the requested $500,000 cash bond along with strict conditions. These included GPS monitoring, no contact with the alleged victim, restrictions on weapons, alcohol, and travel, and a requirement to appear at all future court dates. Before the hearing ended, the defendant apologized for his earlier behavior, and the judge accepted the apology while allowing the case to move forward through the legal system. As always, these are allegations, and the defendant is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in court. If you found this courtroom breakdown informative, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more real courtroom analysis, and share your thoughts in the comments below.